USS Panamint, witness to Operation Crossroads and the atomic bomb test at Bikini Atoll. The story of the USS Panamint AGC-13 during Operation Crossroads is one of monumental military coordination, scientific ambition, and the stark reality of nuclear power. What you are about to witness is unedited, real footage of one of the most significant events in human history, the first peacetime atomic bomb test conducted at Bikini Atoll. These images reveal the raw and unfiltered truth of a day that forever changed the course of warfare and humanity itself. On July 1, 1946, the Panamint served as the nerve center for the Able test, the first of two nuclear detonations designed to study the effects of atomic weapons on naval vessels, equipment, and biological specimens. This amphibious command ship was chosen for its advanced communication systems and strategic importance, providing a base of operations for military leaders, scientists, and observers who had gathered to witness the unimaginable. A remote stage for an unprecedented event. Bikini Atoll, a serene coral atoll in the Marshall Islands, was selected for its isolation and natural lagoon, which provided an ideal testing ground. The displacement of the native Bikinians, persuaded to leave their ancestral home for the good of mankind, set the stage for a tragic legacy of exile and suffering that persists to this day. While the military focus remained on the logistics and spectacle of the test, the human cost of this decision was immeasurable. The USS Panamint was anchored at a safe distance from the detonation site, but close enough to serve as the operational hub. On board were not only US Navy officers, but also civilian scientists and journalists, all tasked with observing and documenting the event. The target fleet of 95 ships, comprising US Navy vessels, as well as captured German and Japanese warships, had been carefully positioned in Bikini Lagoon. These vessels, equipped with animals such as goats and pigs, and laden with scientific instruments, were meant to simulate the effects of an atomic blast on naval forces. The Able detonation. At 9:00 a.m. local time, a B-29 Superfortress, Dave's Dream, released its payload, a plutonium bomb nearly identical to the Fat Man used in Nagasaki. The device detonated approximately 520 feet above the lagoon, releasing a force equivalent to 23 kilotons of TNT. From the deck of the USS Panamint, observers witnessed a blinding flash of light, followed by a fireball that expanded into a towering mushroom cloud. The roar of the explosion echoed across the atoll, and a shockwave rippled through the air and water, shaking even the distant observation ships. As the dust settled, the devastation became apparent. The USS Nevada, painted bright orange to serve as the primary target, survived the blast but suffered extensive damage. Other ships were less fortunate, with several destroyed outright or heavily damaged. The lagoon was littered with wreckage, a grim testament to the bomb's destructive power. The animals aboard the target vessels bore the brunt of the explosion, many succumbing to burns, radiation sickness, or traumatic injuries. For the scientists and sailors aboard the Panamint, the sight was both awe-inspiring and profoundly unsettling. The USS Panamint, a hub of coordination. The Panamint was more than just an observation platform. It was the operational heart of the test. Equipped with advanced communication technology, it relayed orders, coordinated recovery efforts, and transmitted data collected from the detonation. The ship's crew worked tirelessly in the hours and days following the blast, managing the logistical nightmare of assessing the damage and collecting valuable scientific data. Despite being positioned at a safe distance, those aboard the Panamint were not immune to the dangers of radioactive fallout. While safety protocols were in place, the long-term effects of exposure were poorly understood at the time, leaving many participants unknowingly vulnerable. The psychological impact of witnessing such destruction also weighed heavily on those involved, as they grappled with the implications of a weapon capable of such devastation. The legacy of Operation Crossroads. The Able test was a success in terms of its immediate goals, providing critical data on the effects of nuclear weapons. However, it also revealed the unpredictable nature of atomic detonations. The bomb missed its intended target by approximately 650 yards, raising questions about the precision of air-dropped nuclear strikes. Additionally, the extensive radioactive contamination of Bikini Atoll highlighted the environmental consequences of nuclear testing, a lesson that would resonate throughout the subsequent decades of the arms race. For the USS Panamint and its crew, Operation Crossroads was a defining moment. The ship's role as a command vessel underscored the complexity of coordinating such a massive operation, while the event itself left an indelible mark on all who witnessed it. The images captured during the test serve as a haunting reminder of the power humanity had unleashed and the responsibilities that came with it. A sobering reminder. The footage you are about to see is unedited, raw, and real. It captures not only the technological achievement of Operation Crossroads, but also the human and environmental costs of nuclear weapons. From the deck of the USS Panamint, we see a world on the brink of a new era, one defined by the shadow of the mushroom cloud. As we reflect on this moment in history, let us remember the courage and sacrifice of those involved and the lasting impact of their actions. This is more than a record of military innovation. It is a stark reminder of the devastating potential of human ingenuity when turned toward destruction.